So this defines the word crazy. And I'm not gonna be lying about it and how insane this really is. Right here, you may notice Windows 8.1 build, whatever, and it's not genuine or anything. You might notice it's really laggy, everything, and it runs really slow. But did you know why it does? I'm about to show you why. Now, it may look like a normal desktop. I did a little bit of upgrades, such as a really fast DVD drive, which actually installed Windows 8 in this thing very quickly. You may notice it's Nobis. For those who do not know or not familiar with Nobis computers, they're basically handmade, very small, but somewhat worldwide corporation that hand builds their computers from scratch, and they do a really good job of it. But first off, right there, designed for Microsoft XP. Next to it, Intel Inside Celeron. Windows 8.1 running on a Celeron. Laggy as shit, but it's running. And it's very hard to believe that I even got this to run. I had multiple errors trying when it was starting up to install. Like, when I mean multiple errors, I mean a lot of errors. It barely even worked. You can see when I'm scrolling here using the mouse, it is really, really laggy. The lag is just beyond belief. And seeing that this thing can actually run on a Celeron, that's kind of amazing. Considering that Windows 8 does require a lot of graphics capabilities and processor. And this thing, I believe, does not have that much RAM either. So let me just go to... I don't even know what the specs on this machine are, but I'm about to freaking find out. And I'm really gonna laugh at it too. You can see it does run really slow. It's not that good of a computer for running this, but it's gonna do the job. Just for web browsing. This thing can barely even web browse. Look at this. The processor, an Intel Celeron right there, running at 3.06 gigahertz. The installed RAM isn't even a gig. The installed RAM is 768 megabytes. It's maxed out at being used. Oh wait, it's a 64-bit processor, but I'm actually running a 32-bit. But I didn't know it's actually a 64-bit. I'm gonna change the settings here. So I don't want these like that. Okay, to rename this computer, change. I think that describes it very well. Tyler's shit desktop. The net BIOS named the computer's characters of the case. I don't care. You must restart your computer before applying these changes. You can see though that, and I'm not going to restart now, but the thing is about this, I've got a bunch of problems when I install Windows. First off, it doesn't have a network card. I don't have a network internet connection. Second off, the sound card doesn't work either, which I'm not going to bother because it's not going to work. And it's saying going on about some crap where it needs to be. Windows Defender's out of date. Windows Defender's out of date, apparently, whatever. And the only way I can fix this is if I get this online. So I'm going to be getting a little itty bitty one of those little Wi-Fi adapters you plug into a USB port on this, and I'm going to see if I can get internet access with that. Then search online for the drivers required for this. Get a new display driver because that's not working right. Get a new video. I'm going to get a new display driver. Get a new Ethernet card driver. Get the sound card hooked in, and get all the drivers needed to run this thing. Once I do that, I'm going to install a new hard drive. Or another hard drive, because this thing has SATA ports on it. And you may not believe it, but right here, it's not wanting to work right now, so hold on. Damn it. You know, you're making me very mad right now. or whatever. It's not wanting to work. So I'm gonna go to frame resolution. This PC. Right there. The hard drive is a 40 gigabyte hard drive, and so far half of it's being used. It doesn't appear to be, but it is. But I do have a DVD drive on here that I put on, and that's the only way I was able to install this. The thing is about the Celeron is it's worse than a Pentium 4, just clocked higher, and somehow was able to manage to run this. My guess is because the motherboard on this thing's pretty nice. It's an older Foxconn motherboard, so, and Foxconn at the time was good at the time, but now if I were to be building a gaming machine or any kind of nice machine, I would have to go with an Asus thing. You can kind of see though how laggy this is. I'll even scroll here. It's really laggy, but it runs. Hard to believe, but it runs. Thanks for watching, and just for those who do not believe me, I'm not lying, this thing is a Celeron. It's just incredibly slow, and it's just freaking very laggy, very slow. But I'm pretty sure if this thing can run this, I might actually take Windows 8 off this and actually install Windows 7. I have the Windows 7 disk. And this is a 64-bit processor. I'm pretty sure it can handle 64-bit of Windows 7. It's kind of weird about the Celeron. The Celeron's a bit more flexible than the Pentium 4, but the Pentium 4 definitely had the more power to it. But this is an older Celeron, not the newer ones. Let's see. Does the whole boot up and everything. Just stands there, does nothing for a second. Oh, wait for it. I don't know why it does that. It just kicks in and it starts Windows 8. And the hard drive in here is like a Western Digital Caviar, so it's not the fastest hard drive in here, which gives it kind of a slow boot up time. Even though usually Windows 8 goes faster. So I originally had XP Home Edition on here, but now that I've got Windows 8 on that, I got my 8 on this, two of those laptops there, and one out in the living room. Pretty much all my computers are Windows 8 now, which is kind of cool. Just let me enter my password, which I honestly don't care if anyone. Here's what it is. It's your mom's ass. Because I honestly had to put in a password for this thing. I don't know why. Just had to. Thanks for watching. Bye.